This screencast will introduce you to custom user sources in Easy Insight. To start with, from the Connections page, scroll down and click on User Source. For this example, we're going to create a sample data source of customer information. So we'll give the data source a name of customer information and then click on Create. From here, we need to add some fields to the data source. To do this, we click on Row Configuration in the upper right. We can then do Add Field, and for our example here, we'll go ahead and add a grouping with a field name of customer name, and we'll check the checkbox to indicate that this is a required field that must always be present. Next, we'll add a measure for annual sales, and we'll add a month of acquisition month. With our fields defined, we can click on Save to save the changes we've made to the data source and return to the data source page. You'll see that there was an automatically generated report to help us add and change the data in this data source. To start with, we don't have any data in the data source yet. To do this, click on Add Customer Information or your data source name and fill in values. So for this example, we'll do Customer 1, an annual sales amount of $5,000, and choose an acquisition month. After saving, you'll see that the row appears in the list below. Now at the moment, all we have is that ID value. To make this more useful, we can go through choosing fields and add our customer name, annual sales, and acquisition month, and see that those values we added are here in the data source. You can also start changing data by simply typing in the cells. So in this case, we change customer 1 from customer A without having to go into the edit window itself. We can do the same thing with annual sales and the same thing with acquisition month. If we click back on the cell with the ID value, we can pull up the edit window for the entire row or delete the row through the Delete This option found in the menu.